Hello everyone, my name is Alir Zakhanatian, and my attacks and GitHub usernames is along with the today recording date, that is 29 of July 7, 2026. And you're unable to see the date and my name and usernames here in the display. For my CS50 cybersecurity final project, I'm presenting the forensic analysis of the critical incident that occurred in October 2024, known as CVE 2024-47475. This was a major breach involving the photo manager system. I choose a specific vulnerability because it's directly related to the course topics as URL try to set up for us and for this securing software systems and the accounts. Here in the second page, to understand the severity of the 0 day, we must first look at the 40 managers architectural role. The Fortin's 40 manager acts as a centralized command center unit by enterprise security teams. By the designs, it holds total control over the organization's entire defensive infrastructures. The single dashboard manages multiple critical components. It controls the firewall fleets by pushing software updates in dynamics, rotating politics, and the thousands of the devices. Um, it also manages, for example, VPNs, gateways, detecting remote access, and encrypting transits. For example, because it's centralized management plans, comparison, uh, compar compromising and the single nodes granted on attacker immediate and um, unmitigated control over the entire network architecture. Here, um, so what exactly was the flow? In October 2024, 2 years ago, a critical 0 day was disclosed. A fundamental coding error allowed malicious requests to completely bypass identity verifications. The target in this form was the FGFM protocol, as we had in the courses, which stand for the FortiGates to FortiManager protocol. This is the background daemons designed to listen for communications coming from the firewalls. However, the daemons fail to import the proper access control. And this is the actually what safety means. To all. However, the demons fail. This is the really important example of how does cybersecurity works. The FGFM demons implicitly trusted the connections and proceed to pilots. Um, and this is just was a great steps in the hacking problem, but it was solved by the guard of security of FGFN. Here in the second slide, the attack chain is highly automated and moved to the public web directly administrative equation. Um, the first one was recognizes was the part that attackers deployed Python scripts to automatically scan the public internet, searching for exposed FortiManager management sports. And the next part was exploration. Upon finding the exposed part, these automated scripts injected especially crafted packets and directed to the FGFM background services. Finally, in the we was yeah, I just told you the two parts, and in the three parts was execution. The missing authentication allowed to the delivered payload instantly execute the full administrative privileges. The efficiency bypassed all login screens, granting the attackers and unauthorized admin access. Here, the blast radius of the comprehensive was leading the servers of data, thief, and lateral movements. When the attackers compromised the edge device, the Forti manager they used it as a private point. First, as we could see here, and here they engaged the data abstraction. Attackers immediately extracted the whole database and the system and center of it, the most important data of it, which included the highly sensitive assets such as the hashed passwords, internal IP shares, and core networks blueprinted. Here, we have the other slide here. It's about the connection to the CS50, the diagnosis, postmortem perfectly installated systemic failures, access to the core of Paralyze. We studied in this course in terms of security software or the cybersecurity. Developers failed by allowing implicit trust. They failed through important strict API input validations. Meaning of the software architecture blindly trusted to incoming connections without any verifications. For security accounts, the defense were entirely bypassed. The software flow rendered strong passwords and 2FA uses because the vulnerability bypassed the authentications screen completely. Finally, the security data, the encrypted extensions of internal network chains fundamentally violated organizational privacy and confidentiality. Here, the last part to include that for the end of this presentation, I want to offer recommendations for architectural mitigations to build a defense in-depth strategy. First, organizations must implemented a strict network segmentations management interfaces must never touch the public internet. Administrators should isolate these parts using secure VPNs to extract internal IPs, allow this. For example, using free VPNs just made by random apps and random sites are one of the most unimportant ways to just letting all our data in the hands of hackers. Well, this is not allowed by cybersecurity world. Second, we must adopt zero trust architecture. We must assume a branch can happen to ensure software verifies everyone's single request accessibility, regardless of the connection's origin and the person's trust level. Lastly, conclusions life cycle management is essential. Organizations need to deploy automated patch management for the immediate vulnerability updates. This must be paired with connections traffic monitoring to detect unauthorized data extractions instantly. Yeah, that is all. Thank you for watching my presentation. Applying this principle of the only ways we can secure the system against future zero-day threats. Thank you for this course. I've learned many things from this. My name is Adel Zaganatian. With all respect, goodbye.